artillery barrels in Sheffield, advanced drones in Swindon, AI systems in Plymouth, and those frigates for Norway. We start them across the Mersey here in Liverpool. Conference, with Labour's defence spending, I want to make Britain the best place in the world to invest and to grow a defence business. We will make more in Britain. We will back British industry. We'll back British innovation. We'll back British jobs. This is Labour. Delivering for defence, delivering for Britain. But you know, Conference, who won't back defence jobs? The Scottish nationalists. They refused to fund a new advanced welding centre in Glasgow. So I can announce today that the Labour government now will step in and provide the funding needed. They won't, we will. And what of the other parties? Are they any better on defence? The Tories. They left our armed forces hollowed out and underfunded. The Lib Dems, they cut the size of the British Army to its smallest since Napoleon. And Reform. They praise Putin and they put down NATO. Conference, we are the party that created NATO in that great Attlee government after the war. Now we are the party growing jobs and growing the army, the party facing down Russia and strengthening NATO. Conference, Labour is again the party of Britain's defence. And as Defence Secretary, I get to work with some of the most outstanding people, day in, day out. And if ever you need reasons to feel proud about Britain, then look to those who serve our country to defend us all. Our soldiers on NATO's front line with Russia, our pilots dropping aid into Gaza, our submariners patrolling the seas for weeks on end, our sailors on the carrier, reinforcing and reassuring allies in the Indo-Pacific. And I say to them, we can't fix 14 years of Tory failure overnight, but Labour will match your dedication with our determination to support you and to improve service life. And that starts with better homes. You know, a few weeks into government, I visited a military base, and I saw the result of years of Tory neglect. Damp, mould, pests, a hole in the wall of a bedroom of one of the children. And that's why we've pledged 1.5 billion extra for military homes in this Parliament. That's why we've introduced a new consumer charter to drive housing standards higher. And today we go further, a new approach, forces first. We will offer our forces priority access, or first dibs, if you like, to new homes built on surplus MOD land, making home ownership a reality for more of our services personnel and veterans. Better homes, better pay, better lives. Conference, this is Labour, delivering for defence, delivering for Britain. This is Labour, just 1 year into government, much done, but so much more to do. This is Labour, making our country more secure at home, strong abroad, renewing our country for good. Thank you.
Thank you, John. And now it's time for Shabana Mahmood, who will take over from chair for me. Thank you very much, everyone.
Right, hello conference. Our debate now moves on to the economy and growth, where we will be hearing from Peter Kyle and Rachel Reeves, our Chancellor. But first, we're going to have more contributions from the floor. We're going to start with moving the composite motions. Composite 8 is on guaranteed hours and will be moved by USDOR and seconded by GMB. So could I ask the mover and the seconder to make their way over to the Speaker's desk, please? After that, we're going to have the emergency motion, which is on emergency support for automotive supply chain workers following the JLR cyber attack, and that will be moved by Unite. So could I also ask the delegate, please, to get themselves registered at the Speaker's desk? And then we will have Composite 12, which is on industrial energy prices, and will be moved by GMB and seconded by ASLEF. And again, could the mover and the seconder get themselves into position at the Speaker's desk? After we have moved and seconded those three motions, we will then take delegates from the floor in the usual way before we hear from the main acts. Right, so can I first have the USDO delegate then, please, for Composite 8 on guaranteed hours? You've got 3 minutes, delegate. Thank you.
Chair, Conference. Joanne Thomas, USDO General Secretary, moving the motion on guaranteed hours. Conference, the Employment Right Bill being introduced to Parliament within the first 100 days of government wasn't just an incredible achievement, it was a line in the sand. A line between the despair brought by 14 years of Tory rule and hope brought by this Labour government, and we drew that line together. Trade unions and the party that we created. And it all marked a new beginning for employment rights. New protections at work, a stronger voice at work, and crucially, more security at work. Conference, the members that I represent in retail and distribution are hard-working people. They serve their communities and their jobs matter. And yet too often they are treated like they don't matter. From one week to the next, their hours can change at the whim of their employer. They can be working 10 or 20 hours over their contracted hours every single week, but those hours can be taken away without any notice. And those hours count for nothing when people are trying to get a mortgage or take out a loan. They can't plan their finances, their childcare or their lives, and they are constantly worried about whether they'll be able to pay their bills. Conference, we all know that is no way to live. The Employment Rights Bill will bring in the right to a contract that guarantees the number of hours that you regularly work, and we've campaigned really hard for this and are delighted that it's now to become law. But as always, the devil is in the detail, and the secondary legislation will decide exactly who benefits from this right. We have no doubt whatsoever about who it should be applied to, because it was written down in black and white in the plan to make work pay. Labour promised it would apply to everyone, and we campaigned on that promise. But now there is a risk that this promise will be diluted. The right could be limited to only cover workers who are contracted